we're going to be watching Pursuit VR stream. But before we do that, we need to charge my freaking headphones so we can, like, watch his stream. Okay, so just so you know, I'm streaming, cause we're gonna be reacting to Pursuit VR stream.
Wait, what card are you in?
PG-01, but casual. Alright, chat. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know you guys are kind of happy to see me, but I don't know. Wait. Ew, Nick. Oh my god, I almost said the N-word. I almost said it.
I was gonna tell everyone you said that.
Because I'm black.
Yeah, that is exactly the reason why.
Oh god. Alright, chat, we're finna. Hold on, I'm gonna get Pursuit VR's YouTube stream, and I'm gonna watch his stream, and my stream will be on at the same time. I don't know why he's watching If I Get Loud. Who names their stream If I Get Loud?
First, I pointed to the biggest one, and he nodded, then pulled away. I was taken aback and wondered what that was about. But the next day, I walked into class, and nobody was there. Not the girl, not Mr. Potter, but this time the three bullies weren't either. I sat down, and a few minutes later, the door opened. The three bullies. I started sweating. They locked eyes with me, and started walking over. I braced myself for whatever was coming, but then one of them handed me a note, a handwritten apology. I looked up, and all three of them were shaking. They mumbled sorry, and sat down. A minute later, Mr. Potter walked in cheery as ever. Okie dokie scholars, let's get started. The bullies froze up even more. Then another minute later, there was another knock. Gentlemen, Mr. Potter turned to the bullies. I think someone wants to come in. All three stood up and immediately walked to the front, their knees shaking, and held the door open. The wheelchair girl rolled in. I had no idea what was going on, but at lunch my phone started dinging again. The school's Instagram page, and this time the video was the three bullies apologizing. I looked up and saw one of them alone, so I walked over and asked what happened. He seemed scared to even talk. They put us in a trunk and drove for over an hour, he said. Tied us up in a warehouse and said they'd kill us if we didn't drop the gangster act. He paused. You know who they called for permission to let us go? I shook my head. They called him OG. He pointed to Potter's classroom. Goddamn chess club. The school bully slammed his hands down on the table in front of me, and I knew my day was about to get worse. I was just sitting down at my usual table in the cafeteria when I heard the dreaded sound of Leo's voice. His dad was the town mayor, and he could get away with murder. The teachers all turned a blind eye when they saw him hurting someone. He wasn't afraid to get physical with people, but lately, he has been targeting me. I jumped when he slammed his fist down on the table in front of me. Then he grabbed my tray of food and dumped the hot chili all over my head, smearing it into my hair. Instead of running off, I stood and faced him, anger filling me as I felt the chili seep through my clothing. It was disgusting and I was pissed. For once, he looked a little nervous as silence fell over the students in the cafeteria. Aren't you going to run away? He asked. I laughed coldly. Someone needs to stand up to you, I snarled. Leo's eyes widened in surprise, and he quickly stepped away from me. He turned and quickly walked out of the cafeteria. A moment later, he brought a teacher into the room, just as a murmur began rising. A hush fell over the crowd again. What is going on? The teacher demanded. Leo had fake tears in his eyes as he pointed at me with a shaky finger. He was bullying me, he said. He took my lunch and then dumped it all over himself for some reason. It was such a ridiculous accusation that I couldn't help snorting. A scatter of laughter washed over the students. Principal's office, he growled. Now, I stared at him. No, I said coldly. Go, the teacher snapped. Before I have to call your parents. Wait, a girl at another table called suddenly. I have the whole thing on video. If you don't do anything about Leo, I'll be posting the video to the internet and it will go viral. Leo instantly paled, and so did the teacher. Delete the video, Leo said. The girl shook her head and smirked. You're done, Leo. My dad will kill me, Leo pleaded. I said, promise to stop the bullying, and you need some sort of consequence for all the stuff you've done in the past. The teacher sighed. Let's go, Leo, he said. Principal's principal's office and I'll be calling your parents. He grabbed Leo's arm and dragged him out of the cafeteria. The girl came up to me with a sly smile and showed me her phone. I stared at the blank screen in confusion. She laughed. There was no video. Our roof started leaking after a massive flood, and my mom spent her entire paycheck to fix it. But when the contractor showed up, he took the money, then left to get his tools, and never came back. We waited 4 weeks, and our roof was still leaking, and he'd blocked mom's number. I urged her to report the fraud, but she could barely speak English and didn't know how. I was furious, but when I realized he had an actual office, I got an idea. I drove over and applied for a job, and since he didn't recognize me, he hired me on the spot. For months, I mopped his floors and gained his trust, while secretly collecting invoices and finding out everything about his business. I drove to his clients' addresses to see if he ever did the work he was paid for, and at one of the houses, I saw an elderly woman with a broken window he should have fixed 2 weeks ago. She barely spoke English and reminded me of my mom. One day he pulled me aside smiling. Remember kid, single moms, people with no English, the elderly, they are easy money, collect and forget. He laughed and I wanted to punch him because I realized he was only scamming the vulnerable people who he knew couldn't fight back. I forced myself to laugh with him. Then next day while he was out for lunch, I snuck into his office. I logged into his computer and went straight to his business accounts. I pulled up every client he had scammed and sent all the money back directly into their accounts. I even compensated them for what they went through. He came back in and saw me at his computer. His account had zero and freaked out. I trusted you. He picked up his phone to call police, but I just laughed and pulled out all the evidence I'd collected of his scams. He went white as he realized he was screwed, and I told him, now, you're either going to shut down your business, or I'm the one calling the police. He immediately put down the phone and agreed. I immediately forced him to drive back to our house and fix my mom's roof. I did that for every person he had scammed, and after he fixed everything for free, I reported him for fraud anyway. After my sister's funeral, I learned a language only a tiny portion of the human population knows. I watched a specific episode of Teen Titans Go on Repeat, where all the characters spoke Pig Latin, which I forgot I had learned until high school. My teacher, Mr. Ham, was a huge language geek and got a kick out of acting like he was smarter than everyone else. One day, I missed an assignment and apologized to Mr. Ham. He said, hey, ikpe up yai ayai ukpe om time say upidste, which means pick up a book sometime, stupid. I completely understood him but said nothing. Turns out, he talked crap about every single student in Pig Latin. To the girl students, he'd say, our yai is bianle, ugsjai arayai oingai otai astawe, which translates to, your lesbian looks are going to waste. I'd see him look at kids with disabilities and hear him say, America's yai exme itest bray homeless hey, meaning America's next brightest homeless. But I knew Mr. Ham's biggest secret. For my next essay, I wrote it in Pig Latin, explaining how I found his degree was actually a 3-month certificate program in South America, just to learn English. The next day he pulled me aside. He told me, please don't ruin this all for me. I told him I didn't understand, and to repeat it in Pig Latin. That's what this is about? I'll stop speaking it. Please, keep quiet. It was too late. Before I submitted my essay, I already sent a full 15-page document exposing Mr. Ham to the school district. How up it'd stay of me. Every time we heard a knock on the front door, my dad would yell, stealth mode, and we had 30 seconds to kill every light in the house. My brother and I would race through the rooms, flipping switches, yanking cords, shutting off the TV mid-show, while some guy outside banged on the front door yelling, I know you're in there, buddy. Dad timed us. Once everything was dark, no talking, no moving, no looking out the windows. We'd sit there until Dad did his owl hoot, which meant all clear. Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes almost an hour. Afterwards, he'd high-five us and go, real ninjas couldn't do better. He told us stealth mode was top secret. Never tell your teachers, your friends, nobody. Other people wouldn't understand. For years, I believed him. When I was 8, I asked Dad why we had to hide so much. He said some annoying guy kept bothering our family, and stealth mode was how we dealt with him. I felt proud we had a secret skill that could outsmart bad guys. By the time I was 10, I heard the voice outside yell something about a bet and
Mr. Caleb's That's not even funny.
Pursuit VR. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's me, Sam Gaming, aka Packout Jr. here. So I'm pretty sure most of you guys that have been watching my channel for a long time, you guys would know that I made a video titled Packout Jr. versus Pursuit VR, which was my second Packout Jr. video. And basically in that video, I did what I always do. I roasted him. And after I roasted him, I posted the video, and that was that. And I really never thought that I would be hearing from Pursuit VR ever again, or he would do any of this crazy stuff that he would be doing. I mean, especially since he would be saying he changed, but little did I know that he would say that like 5 other times before, and he would continue to, do some stuff that he's been doing for the past 2 years. So I really apologize that this video isn't really going to be that much edited, mostly because I really need to get this out and I have other videos to work on. But I really want to get this out because this is something that I definitely don't really want to miss. especially since Pursuit VR has been acting really suspicious lately. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. So to start things off, on the 5th of January of 2025, one of my friends sent me a screenshot in my Discord DMs. And this screenshot contains a person named Winter ranting on about Pursuit VR. So basically what he's saying is one of his friends were friends with Pursuit VR, and he did a video with Pursuit, and it ended up doing bad. And one of the reasons for this is because Pursuit got added into a call with the person that was doing the video with them, and he started calling him slurs. And he went as far as to say he should off himself.
I wonder why.
The thing is, this could be faked or it could be true. And the thing is Pursuit has done stuff like this multiple times before, which makes it really complicated to know if it's true or not. So I took note of this and realized that Pursuit VR was regularly streaming daily. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to go into one of Pursuit VR's codes that he would go in the Gorilla Tag game and try to talk to him about these recent allegations. Just to remind you guys, this is on the 5th of January 2025. This is not old drama, this is new drama. And on top of that, I waited an extra 2 days for Pursuit VR to try to stream again, until I got another message from one of my friends saying that Pursuit sent CP to a doxer. Now, I don't really want to talk about this because this is just some nasty work, but apparently this happened a year ago. But I didn't realize that until after I got into contact with Pursuit VR, which we'll talk about in a bit. So basically, earlier today at around 2 a.m., yes, 2 a.m. in the morning, on Friday, January 10th, 2025, a school day, Pursuit VR decided it would be a good time to start streaming. Yeah, why would he stream at 2 a.m. in the morning? I have no idea. So the thing is, I was just laying in bed until I saw this live stream from Pursuit. So as I was watching his stream, I was like, there is literally nobody in his code. And I'm not lying either. Literally nobody was in Pursuit's code. That's sad. So I got out of bed, went onto VR, and joined the code. I confronted Pursuit VR saying, yo bro, what are these new allegations? Like, what's up with this? Like, people are saying that you're saying slurs to them. Like, what's up with this, bro? Can you talk about this? And I'm going to show you guys footage of what he did in response to what I said.
There is no fucking way. Okay, let me see here.
You sound like an autistic version of Sam Gaming.
Alright, so basically, as soon as I started talking about these new allegations, he started being all defensive. Basically trying to insult me by using mental disorders as roasts. And notice what he does as soon as I read the allegations out loud.
One of my friends with Pursuit VR, another YouTuber, who made a video with them and it did bad with them.
Pursuit, it's my birthday,
Got him into a call.
it's my birthday.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's JJ doing, bro?
Yep, he just straight up mutes me. If that's not already the biggest red flag, I don't know what is. I mean, like, Pursuit could have at least said, what the hell are you talking about? Or whatever you're talking about, it's fake. Or it's old drama. That's all he could have said. But instead, he just kept quiet and muted me. But at some point, he actually did unmute me in another code.
My balloon.
Work lately, my boy.
Just for you, Pursuit. Just for you.
What?
Yeah, I heard that you've been doing some crazy work lately, my boy.
Oh, I didn't hear you, bro. I was literally saying what because I didn't know what you said, like, genuine. I didn't say what because I'm offended. I just couldn't hear by your voice because it sounds so stupid, bro.
These shitty low-effort roasts are just killing me, bro. Oh my god, I'm dying, Pursuit. Like, you're genuinely the best fucking roaster I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, I don't feel too good. I don't feel too again. Dude, one of my
Just please don't do anything that's like copyrighted for me. I appreciate that.
Now, here's the thing that I really get that's funny. He really just says, like, as somebody is having a mod that does Fortnite dances, that plays Fortnite music, that after the dude does, like, 5 seconds of a Fortnite dance, he has the audacity to say, oh, don't play copyrighted music. It was literally 5 seconds. Like, you're so worried about your stream not getting monetized because you just love the money, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Let's face it. You just do streams for money. And I know this because literally every stream you do, you ask people to donate you money for new codes. And as soon as somebody donates to you, you don't do new codes, and you do nothing.
No, you're good, you're good, you're good. Bro, Sam Gaming, bro. Get your Sam Gaming head ass out of here, bro.
Wow. That was the best fucking well-constructed roast I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, no, dude, why you being mean to everyone, dude?
Because he's being annoying, bro. Because he's trying to bring up my past, bro. Can you just, like, leave me alone?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring up his past, bro. I'm just trying to bring up his past. Yeah, this is pretty crazy because the only excuse that he has for the allegations that I'm literally talking about on his stream is, oh, that was years ago. because these are the same exact allegations that he's being accused of, that he also did a couple years back, and that's his only excuse.
We're not Sam Gaming. You're a wannabe. First of all, you're a wannabe Sam Gaming.
Of course I'm a fake Sam Gaming, bro. Like, of course. Like, how did you know?
This shit's funny to you, bro. You have to literally expose people to have a little bit of fun in your life, because bro, your life's so boring, bro. How is your life that boring? You have nothing better to do. Join a Pursue VR lobby and talk shit.
It's really funny to me because this guy is saying how boring my life is when he's doing a live stream at 3 a.m. in the morning. You should be in bed, Pursue. Like, there is absolutely no reason for you to be streaming at 3 a.m. and then tell me that I have a boring life. Like, are you kidding me?
How boring your life gotta be, dude. It's fucking 3 in the morning, bro. Go get some sleep. Your mommy and daddy told you to go sleep earlier, so get some sleep, bro.
Bro, this dude really just said that, oh, it's 3 a.m., you need to go to bed, you have school in the morning. That literally goes for every single other one of your viewers that is in the code. It literally makes no difference from me and the other people that are in the fucking code. Like, bro, you're not proving anything. Matter of fact, all of your fans that were in your code at 3 a.m. last night most likely woke up and got to school feeling tired as fuck.
And yeah, you're the one in my code. You're the one in my code, bro. You should leave.
Yeah, you're the reason why all these people are up right now, bro.
I hit my TV.
Just admit it, bro. Everyone can admit it
We're
here.
not gonna care.
Everyone is about to have school, like, later today, and they all about to fail their tests because they fucking stayed up to watch
You
your
know,
stream.
everyone here likes me. Everyone here in this code likes me.
Alright, Chad, I might just end the stream there, because I don't know why.
I wanna know what to wear for
You know what? Bye, Chad.
Hi, Chad. See you next time.